All right, everybody. Our next comedian is amazing. You've seen her on Featured in Time Out New York. Give it up for Kyle Ocasio.
Thank you so much. You guys, I'm so excited to be here. I gotta tell you, I was a little bit nervous before I came, but my 9-year-old daughter completely put me at ease. As I was getting ready, she was like, "Mommy, you look so nice for your show." I was like, "Thank you." Aww. Well, then she told me, it was so sweet. She goes, "They're gonna love your mustache." I was like, "Don't worry, you're half Puerto Rican, you'll get one too." She was on her way to a play date, so I was like, "Listen, have fun with your friends. They're gonna love your unibrow." You're welcome. So I'm a working mom, I'm a comic, and I'm raising 3 kids. Thank you so much. Any working moms? Moms in the house? It's funny because a lot of people ask me, a lot of my friends that are stay-at-home moms, they'll be like, "When did you know it was the right time to go back to work?" And I was like, it's different for everyone, but for me, I knew it was right before I was about to drive everyone into a river. Give it up for drowning those kids. Love this crowd. But I find it challenging sometimes. Being a performer is kind of an odd job to do when you're having kids. But my son, the problem is I feel a little disconnected from my oldest. He's in 7th grade. And when you have an older kid, it's a little harder because you don't control everything. When your kids are small, you control when they nap, when they sleep, when they eat. Now, my son, he's 11, and I don't even know who half of his friends are. Like when I was a kid, my friends knew me because they would have to call my house, talk to my mom, and ask for me. This entire generation, they just text. Like the rudest thing you can do is call someone now, right? So if you want to find out what's going on with your kids, you got to grab their phone. So I found this really cute thread that I want to share with you guys. My son's friend writes him, "Hey, Robert, can you come over tonight?" To which my son replies, "I'm sorry, I can't. My mom says not on a school night." To which his friend replies, "Your mom's a dick." So I get back on the phone and I write, because I want to help the kid out. It takes a village. I want to help him out. So I write back, "Hi. This is Robert's mom. You really should be careful what you're writing because you don't know who's reading it. I know you're only 11, but you're a fucking asshole." It's tough. It's tough. I also, like I said, I'm a comic, so I'm broke. And it's very challenging raising children, especially in New York City. And it doesn't help my situation that my daughter has taken a liking to the American Girl doll store. So you guys know what this store is? It's a really, really fancy store on 5th Avenue. All the dolls look like they're gonna kill you in their sleep. I had no idea how much they cost. I didn't know. My daughter wants one. I'm like, great. She picks one out. We get to the register. The lady looks at me with total straight face and goes, 110. I'm like, pesos? Are we accepting a foreign currency? Like, what's happening here? So I said to the lady, I said, "Look, I'm gonna get the doll, but could you just explain to me why it's so expensive?" And she says, "Well, this is Charlotte. And she's from our Civil War collection." I was like, "Well, do you have an illegal immigrant collection?" pay extra for the accessories like the raft. But honestly, I got it for my daughter because I will do anything for her. I love her so much. Like, I feel like we're gonna, right now we're a mother-daughter thing, but someday we'll be best friends. Like, I really feel that way. And it's funny though, she's a little dramatic. And I hate to say that as a woman, I hate to stereotype girls like that, but I'm sorry, they're very dramatic. Just this morning, she called me a traitor for taking a piece of her gum without asking. I was like, what are you gonna do when I fuck your boyfriend? Always sweating the small stuff. You're never going to get anywhere. Duh. But seriously, I like to hang out with my kids a lot. I spend a lot of time with them. I'm not one of those typical Manhattan moms that looks really confused without the nanny, right? You guys, you've seen them in the park with their kids, right? They're always like, now, tell mommy your name again. And then they always act surprised when the kid answers in a Jamaican accent. Me told you 3 times my name, Cooper, you crazy woman. That's what they sound like. That's what they sound like. Lucky for me, my husband helps me a lot. I actually, this December, I will be celebrating 13 years of marriage. 13 years. Thank you. My actual anniversary date is December 15th, or as my husband likes to call it, annual blowjob day. But it's hard though, because the longer you're in a relationship, it's almost like things get a little, you got to work a little harder to make it fun. As a matter of fact, the New York Times came out with an article that says, and this is like researched, that the love and infatuation phase of any relationship lasts maximum 2 years. Butterflies in your stomach after that doesn't happen. No, but they say you have to learn to become companions, and the article suggests taking up hobbies together. My husband and I just can't agree on which hobbies to take up. I'm thinking of taking up Scrabble. And he's thinking of taking up anal. Clapping for anal. I was like, you know what? I will spell anal in Scrabble, but I don't love you enough to have hemorrhoids for 3 weeks. I'm sorry. But I do have this theory, actually I did try to spice it up the other day. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do something fun. I'm gonna twerk. Except it didn't quite work out that way because I'm 39 and I just ended up passing gas. But I do have this theory that the longer you're with someone, the worse the gifts get. The worse they get. In the beginning, you just get each other necklace, a diamond earring. Then something happens as time goes on, and you just get the other person what you think they need. So imagine my horror when, for my birthday, I received a gift card for unlimited laser hair removal. I was like, why'd you get this for me? Why didn't you get it for your mother? I'm just kidding. She's dead. Thank you, guys. I'm Kyle.